Our Furry, Feathered, Fishy Friends is the 11th episode of the 3rd season of Barney, and this one is adorable. I have some nostalgia. As I've mentioned before, I watched Barney for the nostalgia. I grew up watching, loving the show, so it's a real trip down memory lane for me. And we do have some songs that took me back to my childhood. Not too many though, but there were a couple. And the theme for this one is just so adorable, and it's all about pets and animals, and it is very, very cute with some really great messages and opportunities for learning about how to take care of different kind of pets. So there will of course be spoilers as I talk about things that happen in this, and of course go through the songs. And the children who feature in this one include Kathy, Carlos, Kenneth and Julie, and we get to meet Julie's puppy again. We met the puppy a couple of episodes ago when she decided she was going to adopt the dog, and now we see the dog again, and the dog now has a name and it's called Scooter, and it's just absolutely precious. And the children talk about the different pets that they have and how they care for them, and we get to see a kitten, a tiny adorable kitten I absolutely love, and it's just so precious. I grew up with various pets. I was a big animal child, and I loved anything about animals, anything about pets. For a long time, my ambition as a child, read into this what you will, was to work in a pet shop. That was my career goal when I was a young child. So this episode would have absolutely appealed to me then, but watching it now as an adult, I thought it was very, very cute, very adorable. And as I said, there are so many great things shared in this, some great tips on how to care for pets and look after animals, and the fact that different animals have different requirements. And one thing I loved as well, it's a very brief thing, but Barney asks one of the children if they feed their pet, I think it was peanut butter sandwiches, I could be wrong, but it was a human food, and they pointed out that those are human foods and animals need different foods. And I really like that, because I think it's very tempting for children to feed their pets their own food and to share their food with them, which is of course a very sweet thing to do, but it's not necessarily the best for the animal. So I thought that was great as well. And then we do have some adorable songs, so I will talk about the songs now. And the one that's the most nostalgic for me is Do Your Ears Hang Low. We then have Let's Do the Trick My Doggie Does, The Little Bird, Pretty Kitty Blues, which I'm not a huge fan of, but this has appeared before. I'm pretty sure this appeared in an episode where I think Tina lost her cat. I think it went missing. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's that song. We then have Down by the Bay, Let's Take Care of Our Pets, and we also have the Barney Bag because we have some make and do's, and then Hippity Hop to the Barber shop. So everything is really fitting well into this episode. It's unusual to have an episode of Barney where pretty much every single song fits in so perfectly with the theme, and I think they did a really great job there of packaging together all of these different songs, some of which were nostalgic for me, some not so much. I think the only one I didn't care for that much was the Pretty Kitty Blues, but at the same time, I didn't hate it, I just didn't particularly love it. But in general, we have a really great selection of songs, each one fitting in so well with the theme of the episode. And we have some really gorgeous animals in this as well, so I can't complain. I would have loved it as a child. Watching it now, I thought it was very, very sweet. Our Furry, Feathered, Fishy Friends is definitely a delightful episode.